Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Megan and I are switching things up and doing a weekend vlog. It just kind of worked out with how we wanted to record our weekend lives because the last one, not the last one because we're going to keep doing weekend lives, but we wanted our last school weekend life to be finals week, so we had to skip a week. Next week is dead week, but we do have some finals already starting up, so we had to study a little bit. We're going to go work out right now. Hopefully it'll be like really good motivational vibes for you guys. Megan and I finished our workout at our Starbucks. I have to say, and I told Megan this when I walked to Starbucks, I used to like not like refreshers. I thought they were fine, but I was like, people pay money for that? And now I am this girl that pays money for a refresher, and I'm like, I love it. It's so good. It's so refreshing.
I'm getting my water intake in.
Yeah. I need to figure out how to make this at home. So we just got back from our workout to a very exciting package. It's actually from the sponsor for today's video. And it's book of the month. Look at that iconic blue box. This is what the inside looks like with the book. If you guys don't know, Book of the Month is a very popular, fast-growing online service for readers where you can get a book every single month. So how Book of the Month works is each month they curate new releases from emerging authors, and you can go online onto their website, see which new releases they have coming out, and pick which book you want sent to you that month. So if you are new to Book of the Month, you can actually go and sign up to be a new member, and then you can get your first book for $9.99. But don't worry, if you don't want to keep going every single month, you can skip a month, and there's no penalty or anything like that. But honestly, these are great deals for hardcover books. Yeah, and they're new. Like, new hardcover for $9.99 for your first book is such a steal. So the other cool thing about Book of the Month is for their releases, they actually have like personalized Book of the Month covers, so you can see on the front, on the cover, and on the spines. And so while we're at it, we can kind of show you guys the books that Megan and I are anticipating that we'll read first. So this is Breathless, and it's a thriller on like the mountaintop, so I'm excited. I love me a good thriller, and I'm super excited to read Part of Your World because it's a romance, and what can I say? Love a good romance. It's never a genre that does me wrong. It's my safe space. And I also saw if you're a fan of Emily Henry's books, then you're supposed to really enjoy this book as well. Nice. And Sierra and I both love Emily Henry, so I'm so excited. I also just love the cover of this book. It is so pleasing to me. This is ideal cover design, so very excited to get started reading this. So my favorite thing about Book of the Month is that it takes the guesswork out of like me going somewhere and having to like look through like the hundreds of thousands of books at a bookstore and be like, is this gonna be a good one? I don't know. It just puts good books online, says these are good, we vetted them for you, pick something and you're going to like it probably. So I'm just excited that I can like just be like that one. All these books have really good reviews, and so that's something that I really take to heart when I'm looking for my own books. So the fact that it's just like delivered to us, easy access, and then we get to enjoy some good books. So go to bookofthemonth.com and use promo code GOMAY to get your first book for $9.99. Thanks again to Book of the Month for sponsoring today's video. We are very grateful that you guys wanted to work with us. So we're gonna go ahead and keep going on with our weekend. Okay, I think that we've done about as much procrastinating as we can possibly do, so I think we're gonna have to get to doing some studying. My rough goal is to try and do like 5 hours today. And it's noon right now because Sierra and I just like wasted time after we got back from the gym. Although we did both shower, and I have to like wait for Sierra being done showering for a while because sometimes our water just like doesn't stay hot. I also saw someone commented a couple vlogs back, and they're like, what is the difference between when you guys say like you showered versus you rinsed off? And I thought it was like pretty easy, but like showering means like I showered and I'm washing my hair. Rinsing off is I am not washing my hair. And that's the only difference, because I try to wash my hair every other day and not every day because then I just feel like it's too much. So my goal is to try and do like a 2-hour Pomodoro session and then reassess and decide if I need a break or if I can go for 3 hours, and then after 3 hours for sure I'd probably take a longer break. But we have 3 finals next week. Neuro, then we have a radiology final, which like in theory shouldn't be that hard, but I'm also like not really sure what to expect from it because so far it's been like 6 different quizzes that we had where it's just like 15 questions and it was all multiple choice, and it was more so like we would read a book and it wasn't really like taught in person. So it was interesting, and it was like kind of hard to study for those, and it was just like pass fail, so all you needed to do was like get 11 out of 15 right, and then you passed, and then like you just get like the full credit for the quiz. But this final is like actually like you get the percentage that you got right, and it's also like 40 questions. But he said historically people have done well on it, so I'm kind of like maybe it's like a gimme kind of final where like it's the easiest stuff we've learned. But we have that, and then also we have our progressive functional exercise class, which like that final is more so just like not cumulative, and it's just like the second half of the class, and it's just that exam. So those 3 classes are what I'm gonna try and do a little bit of all of them today. Probably gonna start with, I think I might start with the progressive functional exercise and try doing that for 2 hours, and we'll go from there. Look at this handout we have. 192 slides. For lunch, I just reheated some pasta that Megan and I had for dinner last night. Or I guess we made it for lunch. So, I actually expected the spinach to pasta ratio to not be very good because I accidentally poured way too much spinach. But when you microwave it, I always get shocked by how small the spinach gets. We thought we would do a quick check-in with you guys. So we've studied for 2 hours, and so we did 2 hours of our progressive functional exercise class. I think that we're actually like kind of going through it.
I think
our tactic for this class.
How many like slides that one handout is?
I showed it to them.
Well, at first I was like, how am I supposed to?
We got through half of it roughly. Like I got at like maybe slide 108, and there's like 197 or something like that. And so we'll finish and continue studying that, obviously. But Sierra is kind of making like this very like, it's just a handwritten outline of like these pages, it's focusing on this, just so you like keep in mind like the bigger categories of what we're trying to focus on in that class
stuff, and not
but
just,
we
like,
didn't feel
192
like
slides.
Like sometimes for classes we'll make like more detailed outlines, but for this class it is kind of like common knowledge of things that like
at this point in our curriculum it should be like, oh, that makes sense because we know X, Y, and Z about like body mechanics and stuff.
But instead of being in that mindset of just like common sense, like I know this stuff, we're trying to make sure that like, okay, this section is like what specifically was talked about in this, and it has this, and then stuff like that. So next, I think we're going to switch back to neuro, probably for another 2 hours. I don't know if we're gonna do like the 2 hours all right now, or like maybe we'll do an hour and decide to like take a longer break because we've already been going for 2 hours. We do take like a half-hour break in there too, because we have to watch Jack Edwards' new video. But we'll do neuro. And then after that, I said I was going to do radiology today, but I think that instead of doing that, if I do another class, it's probably going to be musculoskeletal, because that class is fully cumulative over the past 3 semesters that we've had that class. So definitely need to start
lots of stuff
going back and just revisiting some of the old stuff. Okay, so Sierra and I have finally finished, well, we finished 3 hours of studying a while ago. So then we were like, okay, let's take like a longer break just to not have to worry about studying for a little bit. And so I was mostly just on my phone, but I decided, because like there's really nothing new going on, and I was still on like my phone for a while, but I was just like bored of scrolling through my phone. So I figured I might as well try to start reading my book. I don't know if I'm gonna get like too far into it right now, just because eventually we should probably go grocery shopping or continue studying, but I figured I'd go ahead and start it, set the scene, all of that. We've made the decision that we should get up off the couch for once today. And so for dinner, Sierra and I are going to a restaurant called Wing and Pen. They basically are known for their pizza, so that's what we will be getting. I did get like 60 pages into my book, and I'm liking it so far, so I'm excited. We also did another hour of studying, so I really didn't want to, but we both got ourselves to do that. So we're at 4 hours of studying, and that may or may not be it for the day, because I just don't know if I'm going to have it in me to keep studying when I come back. So Sierra's changing quick, and then we are going to go eat dinner, and it is almost 7 o'clock. It is Sunday morning, so good morning everyone. Today we have a little bit more on the agenda. Still includes a good amount of studying because our first final is tomorrow. So studying for neuro is definitely like the main priority for today. I just got up like a little bit before 8, and I'm going to eat my breakfast. I'm trying to finish the Wordle for today, and I'm on like my 5th try, and I like only have 2 letters, and I just like I'm struggling to figure out what the rest is. So I'm gonna eat my breakfast, probably try to do that, and then hopefully start studying before 8:30. Yesterday we didn't start studying until like noon, and I just realized that today I'd rather get started studying earlier, so that way I just have like accomplished a little bit more sooner in the day. Also, little book update. I'm like halfway through this book already. So I might be able to finish it today. It really just depends on how my studying goes. But I brought it out with me because I think that during my 5-minute break, I should try like reading, even if it's like only 5 minutes, because my breaks have been very, like nothing's going on my phone. So I feel like reading would be a little bit more productive. And you know, 5 minutes over like 3 hours of studying, that's like, how long is that? Like 20 minutes? I don't know, something like that. So it's kind of the plan. I think that main focus and what I'll start with is neurostudying once we do get started. So Megan and I have just finished studying for 3 hours and we're taking a longer break now. So I'm going to make some lunch. I'm going to have some more pizza we had for dinner last night. And then I think we are probably planning on doing some errands, right? Yeah. So I have to go to Target. I have to go to Lululemon because I'm going to try and exchange. It's like I'm exchanging a pair that I already exchanged because I got a pair of leggings for Christmas that the threads started coming loose. At no fault of my own, I might add. I've been taking very good care of them. And then I went and replaced those a couple months ago, and those leggings that I just replaced are doing the same thing. So I don't know what's up with that. Hopefully this will be the last time I have to replace them. We have to go to Goodwill at some point because next week we are, since it's like our last week of classes, it's tradition for like the second year PT students to like dress up as some of our professors. So we have to get some things from Goodwill to actually do that. Megan and I have been making use of our 5-minute breaks by incorporating our reading. And now Megan is just reading some more. Look how far she is though. I know. Like, we read more than half the book now. Okay, so we finished having lunch and then Megan and I had some reading time until 12:30 and now we're going to head off on some of our errands. So these are the leggings that I'm going to return. It's just like this thread. Can't even hardly see it, but it started coming off around like the waist seam. And Lululemon's supposed to be a very good return policy. I'm just like nervous that they're gonna see like I already returned a pair and be like, this is suspicious. And I'll be like, I don't know what to tell you. It keeps happening. So hopefully it'll be no issue and I can just return those. And then we're going to go to Target and Goodwill and then I'll finish with some groceries. First stop done. Got my exchange leggings. I didn't ask any questions because they never do, but I always get really paranoid. So now Megan and I are going to head to Target. The next stop is Goodwill. We've actually never been to this Goodwill store, so we'll see what they have. Megan and I are in Target. The pharmacy doesn't open until 2 o'clock because they have lunch, so obviously we found ourselves in this section. Sierra and I are back from our errands, which kind of took a while. We were out for like 3 hours. We are both tired now. Well, first I'm gonna eat. We have pudding. We started getting pudding like 2 weeks ago, and you're like, yum, pudding. So I'm gonna have this little snack, maybe see if there's anything on YouTube to watch, and then I don't know what Sierra's doing, but I would like to try to make myself study neuro and just like look at more of the slides for like another 2 hours. Using the Pomodoro method, of course. And then after that, I'll kind of like be like, okay, I've studied for 5 hours today, like that's pretty good. All for neuro tomorrow. So you'd think. And we also have class doesn't start until 10 tomorrow, so like I can get up tomorrow and review stuff again then. So, but all that being said, I should be able to start the 2 hours by like 4-ish, and then I'll be like done with stuff by 6, which is not horrible. And I have no idea what Sierra's plan is. I'll try and do that too. It kind of depends on like how tired I may or may not get. She may be falling asleep over there. Okay, it has been a while since we last talked because we finished studying at 6 and it's now 8 o'clock. Basically after I finished studying,
I grabbed my book again and I just finished it. So I rated it 4 out of 5 stars. Again, you guys could always follow us on Goodreads if you would like to stay up to date on our reading progress. My reading goal for this year, I should have no problem passing it because I only set it to 30, even though I thought like, okay, I'll probably read more than that. But I honestly have been reading more than I even thought I was going to, because I think that one was my 22nd book that I've finished this year. So I'm like 13 books ahead of schedule, but I'm not changing it. And Sierra's goal was 40 books is what her reading goal is, and she's read like 22 or 23 also. So she's read 23. So really liked that. That was great. So the next couple weeks, except for like the weekend maybe, we'll see how much reading I get done just because we're going into finals. But hey, like we're going into finals and I just read this book in 2 days. So.
I was thinking, because I was actually thinking about...
Let me go over to Sierra.
I was like, I wonder how many books I'll be able to finish before, like when we're done with school. I mean, I'll definitely finish the one I'm reading now. So I think once I finish this, 1 or 2 more.
I think I could finish 2 more before we like move back.
It doesn't really
so
matter,
we'll see.
But...
I have to kind of refigure out like what order I want to read for books. Okay, just for fun, I'm gonna show you guys what I got at Goodwill. Sierra can like get her stuff and show you guys too if she wants to. So again, we went to Goodwill to get stuff for this week. We're supposed to dress like our professors, so it's a different one pretty much every day. And so some of them are honestly like not that unique because it's like tomorrow I literally don't know what I'm wearing. Our professor just wears like business casual, so like I don't know what I'm wearing tomorrow. But there's 2 of our professors where I'm for sure like, well I guess 3, but 2 of them are the same. He just has 2 different looks. So, but one of our professors, she wears just like usually like so like bright and colorful, matching like flowy type sets, like bright colors. She always seems like she has like a scarf on her neck and stuff. Yeah. So it was like that was something I was like, okay, I don't have anything for that, but I also feel like I could, you know, find stuff to make it work. So here's what I got. So I only got stuff, this is for the same person. I got this like blue kind of sheer see-through button up, and then I'll probably wear like a white tank top or something underneath this, and then I have some like trousers that I'm planning on wearing. And then this scarf I might cut, because like she doesn't really wear scarves, she wears like ascots. Yeah. So I'm like, I might cut this somehow and like tie it around my neck. Okay, and then I got these pants. We'll see how they fit. They're these like green and white striped pants. And she usually wears like pants that are like flowier than this, but whatever, close enough. And then these are not the same greens, but it was like both green. And so I was like, really, I was just trying to get like the essence of like a matching-ish set. And I also was kind of like, you know, I should probably keep this actually when some of this stuff I'm probably gonna like return to Goodwill. But this, I was like, oh, I could probably like make this work. So this is simply just like a green button up, but I will also probably wear like a white tank top or something underneath it. And then to go with that, this thing, I don't even know what it's supposed to be. I think it's probably just like an infinity scarf, but I need to like chop this into like a much smaller piece to again give it like the ascot vibe. So we'll see how that comes together. And then the only other thing I got was a tie, because one of our professors simply wears like a tie, black pants, and a white button-up shirt. So that was the other look, and I'll just like, I have a white button-up and I have pants I can wear, so that'll be fine. Everything else is just gonna be, I don't know, we'll figure it out. All right, so since the weekend is over, that means that this weekend vlog is coming to a close. I hope that you guys enjoy kind of following Sierra and I around on this very mundane weekend, but honestly, this is really pretty typical. So we did a lot of studying, had some errands to run, and that's just relaxed what it was. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you get a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, because stuff is about to start changing. Things are gonna get different. After this, our next video is going to be our last week of classes ever. And then after that, it's going to be different videos where we're not gonna be in the city anymore. So it should be fun. Obviously with that, since we're going to be moving, then obviously moving stuff is going to also be coming up soon. So you guys should stay tuned for that, because we're very excited to take you guys along with us on that. But otherwise, we are going to talk to you guys in our next video. Bye.